Stalker Gamma is the premier retelling of the occult Slavic Gopnik simulator, with all 3 Stalker games combined, and a mod set to deepen the mechanic of every single aspect of Stalker. It can be a daunting experience with danger, peril, and reward, but with my help, you'll make it through. When you're in the zone, you must eat and drink to survive.
That's nice. That's fruity.
Don't eat, you die. It's as simple as that. You can obtain food through careful barter, hunting, or begging. But be careful, the locals don't like to share, but neither do you. Other than eating, sleeping is also pretty important, for rest, recuperation, and to flush the demons out of your mind. Don't sleep, and suffer the consequences. Now that you've mastered basic bodily functions, you want to make sure you have an ample supply of drugs to heal any slight scrapes. Your health is split across your main health and your limbs. If any of these go empty, you're pretty much dead, so don't get shot in the head. Healing works the same way. Some drugs heal limbs, some drugs heal the rest, but most importantly, all of them stack. Sorry, take one? I'll take as many as I please. I'm no pussy ass There wouldn't be a nuclear hellscape without ionizing nuclear radiation. Found in pockets all over the zone, even a small dose will cause your skin to fall off. So how do you fix this? With more drugs, of course, but these can prove quite expensive. But not to worry, cigarettes and straight liquor does the trick. But guess what? They also stack. Now the real battle is fought in the mind, as you also have a psi meter, which shows how much mental sanity you have left. Eldritch abominations, psychic attacks, and eating without a table will all cause it to go down. If the bar reaches 0, you'll experience a fate worse than death. You'll become an unhinged VTuber. You can counteract that with simple antidepressants, and I mean simple as in the kind that literally suppresses every emotion, so you don't feel any fear. And if that fails, you can just have a doobie, or just straight up cocaine. You can't feel fear when you're literally pinging off the walls.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls!
Well, surely there's some kind of set of tools that'll make trekking around the zone a little easier. Well, you're wrong. There's a Geiger counter that doesn't detect radiation, night vision that doesn't detect night, and a torch that, well, it still works, so that's cool, I guess. Now, there are certain reality-bending events within the zone that can't be explained. Almost all are deadly and are to be avoided at all costs. There's gravity wells, whirlwind things, this glowing green orb, gas leaks, and all of them can be detected with high-tech equipment. Or, you know, you could just throw a stick.
What the?
Yeah, mate, you caught in a bit of a gravity well there. You don't be alarmed. Don't move. Don't do anything crazy.
Wait.
Don't.
No.
Okay. Now, see what you've done. See what you've done. Now, if you brave these anomalies, you have the chance to acquire these things. Powerful artifacts that have positive and negative effects. They can range from this to a piece of, but they all emit some level of radiation, so you'll need a container to hold it. Now, what they don't tell you is that the zone is alive and it wants you out. Periodically, blowouts occur. Massive psychic explosions that will literally make your head explode. Now, if you can't find a safe space, here's some careful instructions on what to do. You want to face down, flat on the floor, and have your head pointing directly at the blast, so your head gets vaporized first and you feel the least amount of pain.
So they want us to hide from that? A fucking Aurora Boreal!
But that isn't the only thing. Ice storms are also a common occurrence. Imagine a storm, but instead of hail, it's psychological paranoia and chaos. Stay outside during one of these and say goodbye to your last remaining shards of humanity as you turn into a walking, shambling husk of your former self. Now the loners are your fucking boys! Lads, they've got your back as long as you have theirs. Made up of 3 individuals coming together for each own's best interest. Hey, look, it's the boys, it's the fucking boys! These on the other hand are just absolutely despicable. I would rather shit in my hands and clap than breathe the same oxygen as these dilapidated They stalk the lanes, just harassing anything with 2 legs, and have 0 friends, 0 clout, and 0 And finally, these next guys are the military. Highly trained bad motherfuckers. They normally sit around this area. Don't go near them. They don't like being touched, and they will not let you leave the zone. Well, if it isn't the military. Oh, look at me, I think I'm so cool because I've got all the guns and I've got helicopters. F off, your dog. Then we have the zone's weird and whimsical forest creatures. Dogs will charge you no matter what. Cats are the bane of everything that is holy, and it doesn't matter if you're wearing armor, these things will tear right through that meat. Snorks are individuals exposed to just the right amount of radiation and inhabit pockets all over the zone. They look like that YouTuber Trichromatic and act like him too. Lurkers are like the dogs except shaking around in a box for 10 minutes and have had their balls twisted so far that they have testicular torsion. So they're pretty pissed off. And finally, bloodsuckers, which are just basically the Night Stalkers from Dying Light, except without their fatal flaw of sunlight. Which, I don't know about you, sounds like the most horrific thing that could possibly exist. Cordon is otherwise known as the Rookie Village area, your good springs, your Sayanin, your mum's house. Here you'll find beggars, prostitutes, but everything you need to get started. And it's the home of the loner faction. Then you have the swamps. This atrocious hellhole with mean-high grass, bandits with egregious swamp ass, and mutants around every corner. The safe bastions you'll find here is the church to the east and the Clear Sky base to the west. These guys are like Loner Lads 2.0. And finally we have Garbage, which lives up to its name.
What the f*** is this piece of shit?
Here, you'll find a metric ton of mutants, but also a great opportunity to make a quick buck. So now the question is, how exactly do you get ahead? The key is the traders. They're your friends. They sell pretty vile equipment, so getting on their good side is your best bet. Sidorovich is your guy for food and starting equipment.
Vapes? What flavour's that one? Strawberry, kiwi, ice. What the f*** is that?
Butcher in Garbage will give you a hefty reward for animal parts. What he does with them, we will never know. Doing jobs for these guys will get you trader clout and a better supply. Jobs range from escort missions, supply runs, to good old-fashioned bounty hunting.
Think I'm a fucking ding mush, eh? I'll grab your bird in headlock and I'll shave a fucking ball. Well, I see you in school this morning.
But to survive these jobs, you're going to need the right tool for the right job. Pistols have cheap ammo and take care of mutants pretty easily. Shotguns are devastating up close, and rifles are just stupidly overpowered at range, and are almost broken. Ammo also plays a pretty important role. Most ammo types are split into 3 categories: hollow point, which will f*** mutants, armor piercing, which will f*** humans, and whatever is in between, which still f***s both equally but not as much as the other 2 types. It's FMJ. Most of the guns you'll find are in complete disrepair. To repair them, you'll need to pay for it, find spare parts, or just use a repair kit, which all falls under different categories. Historical weapon kits are by far the cheapest and your best choice starting out.
Oh, way down south in the land of traders, rattlesnakes and right away. Where cotton's king and men are chattels, Union boys will win the battle.